right, welcome back. This is Freaky Table, and today we are definitely going to be talking about one name that I don't think we want to forget in a very long time. His name is Howard Meh-Buh Maximus, the one and only Cameroonian to have ever won the Morland African Writing Scholarship 2020. And he's walking home with a whole lot of money. But that's, by the way, we're talking about why he's winning, why we are talking about him, why we should know him, why we should love him, and why we should be looking forward to that book that he's about to write. So we're back on Freaky Table, and the man himself is joining us right here on the table. Howard, nice to have you with us.
Thank you, Joan.
You look amazing in your very, very African and Naira Marley.
That's not manners.
But good to have you.
Thank you, Joan.
Kwa
is jealous. Kwa is jealous.
Yeah, Kwa is always jealous, don't worry.
That's his lifestyle.
Guys, congratulations. Yeah, millionaires mindset. That's the hashtag we are moving forward.
Was the billionaires mindset.
Amen.
Guys, chop knuckle, master, chop knuckle.
Cheers.
The body is cheap here.
Lifestyle. I heard you say something about lifestyle.
Yeah, definitely. Lifestyle. Okay. So first of all, congratulations on the scholarship.
Thank you,
that was really amazing to hear. Core has been on social media all day, all day, with singing your praises.
I've told him that if they kidnap me, it's on him.
He has been so dramatic about the whole thing. Like from the day the news reached Howard, the news reached them. Elonge called me and I could not pick up when I made this. I know they call you serious. I'm like, guys, you know, and we went on the road. He said, no, for you, we'll go for house.
He called my mom and I was like,
Mommy,
we have won.
So his mom called after, we're all in the house, and then Elonge said, Mommy, his name is now Mr. Maximus. No more Howard. That thing you call Howard is now Mr. Howard. I'm like, guy, chill, relax. Yeah, he's been all over the place.
I mean, we are so excited about things that happen in the entertainment industry, but for once, we're actually very excited about something that happened in the literature side of things. How excited? Because that's a very dumb question. How excited were you? Like, please just tell us how you felt. Because how you felt about that news. Before I ask you, how was it?
It's more of it.
The truth is that anybody who knows Howard knows how passionate he is about writing and how great of a writer he is. And you've seen him work so hard to hone his craft. I tell people that he's my favorite writer. And I mean it, that he's my favorite writer.
No, because he has 18,000.
Yes, no.
That's a reason, but
that's just icing the cake. but quite frankly, when you see the amount of work that he's dedicated over the years, this is the second time he was nominated for this award. In 2018, same thing happened. All of our hopes were there. Yeah. You know, we're also happy because again, that was a big moment because it was the first Cameroonian to have been shortlisted for it. And then it did not work out like this. And then this happens. And we did not even know what to feel. Because we're in the house, I was answering some call, and then he was in the bedroom, and then by the time I was done with the call, he said, I don't win my small life.
I don't sound like that.
I don't win my small life. You know, that type of, that village.
Then we just come 60.
You know, we were trying to fix it. So I was like, what? Like,
won't come down.
You know when, that moment where you feel like everything.
Yeah.
This is when everything just mattered. So I was that's why I could not stop on social media because it was like everybody should get it. But the bigger thing was that this was also a vindication for writers. Yeah. Everywhere, particularly in Africa and in Cameroon, especially where there is no writing environment. It was a vindication because now we could dream and then we could make noise about long post. Yeah. Tino was like, people of, I cannot read more than one paragraph. People of long post, one market, and all of that. So he's somebody I'm very proud of. Yeah. I mean, before this, I've been proud of his work, but this really,
just tops it off. Yeah. So Howard, you're here now, at least you get it from the horse's mouth. Like when you get, I know you screamed inside the room. Yeah, at least you're not King Kong. But we're just saying.
They mean.
Are you not going to be carrying chimpanzees around? Just like.
It's not yet.
Yes.
You don't know that, not yet.
This is looking somehow. Can just add two balls there. Well, Howard.
Let's stick to the topic.
To the topic now.
Yes.
I mean, you're now how do they call it? For me, I just see you like a winner. I mean, I've known you so long, and to hear this. When I got the news from Paul,
He was announcing it everywhere, carrying the news.
I was like, I even screamed like, oh my God, like I have a millionaire friend, you know, or even though
Paul is a millionaire.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. Just saying. He's an old.
Yana
That's
is
old
reading
money.
millionaires
That's old money.
Yana is studying millionaires mindset for his master's degree.
This is old money. This is new money. We go with new
You see
things.
my impact on him right now. So
Yeah, you're studying and I'm making the money.
No, I'm just impacting you. Don't say it. It's okay.
How did you feel?
I think I was pleasantly surprised. When I was shortlisted, I did it last minute, as you know. I did it last minute. So there was this other friend of mine who was thanking me for being like, he texted me, like, hey, Howard, thank you so much for all the help you gave me. I've been shortlisted. I was like, wow. I was really happy for him. He's Nigerian. And then the next day, he sent me a list because they emailed you the day before, but I didn't catch the email. Okay. So he sent me the list and I was like, you asshole, so you were on the short list and you didn't tell me when I was backing you. I was like, wait, what? So it was a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting to win because I was shortlisted first in 2018. You said the only Cameroonian, it's the only Cameroonian living on the continent. Because I think a few people, Cameroonians who stay in the diaspora have been shortlisted as well. But yeah, I think I'm the first Cameroonian to have won. I didn't expect to win because like all the names, man, these are people that I read, these are people that I love. So I was like very steep. It was a very steep list, yeah. So when I was shortlisted, first name on the list, I was like, wait, what? Wait, what just happened? Yeah, it was really, and I don't know how to be all, yay! Yeah, like, so I told the person who could do that. Who could do that for me.
I mean, I'm sure, like, you know, in this craft, in this kind of stuff where you do, and your parents are looking at you like, I sent you to school, what are you doing? You know, your father is looking at you. I said, this man will ever make money, so be me out. You know, those kind of things. I mean, when your parents heard this, like, how? Because I really want to know how your dad felt.
First of all, my dad, this is true, but I'm just going to say now that he's saying it a lot now that if he's watching this, I'm sorry, but but yeah, he says now that we take writing from him, which is true because he was a scientist, but he was also a journalist at some point. So yeah, I think he is very proud. He told me how about 30 of his friends, random people have called him to congratulate him, which makes me very happy because the money is good, but there are a lot of things that come with it that will make you feel more fulfilled than,
And so speaking about those things now, let's break it down a little bit. So you've been awarded £18,000, which is, God help us, I don't know how to put those monies in CFA.
That's complicated already.
Yes, this one. So follow him on social media, please. You get the details on the money part. You have this huge amount of money, but where is this money going to? Why is it being given to you?
Oh, okay. So the thing with this award, right, it's they assume that you're working, you don't have time to write your book because there's a lot of things going on. Maybe you're going to school, maybe you're doing your day-to-day job and everything. So you have this great book idea, but then there's no way that you can sacrifice time. So what you do is you apply, and if they say that your story is strong enough, your book proposal is strong enough as well, then they'll say, okay, you know what, take a year off. You don't have to work, and we'll pay you every month so that you can actually focus on writing that book. And it's not easy because you have to now send them 10,000 words every month. It's an employment basically. They employ you to write a book.
At least you're not working in a Kima's office, but
you're doing what you love.
It is really, I mean, it's fulfilling when you're doing something that.
And the best part is it's your book. You get to keep your book, which is
wow. That's really.
They don't have rights.
They don't have.
Wow.
Which is really amazing.
This is really amazing. Wow. I mean, okay, so your story, your book was about 4 choristers, I think.
An acapella band.
Yeah, in an acapella who are being affected by the Anglophone Crisis.
Yeah.
It's really deep. So why did you take that route, though? Why the Anglophone Crisis? Why 4 choristers? I hope Elonge was not part of the choir.
He has already started destroying the music, even before I'm writing the book.
But is Yana part of it?
Oh, God.
Okay.
We'll see. So the thing is, I grew up in a family of music. My brothers have, I mean, they're still having like a very strong a cappella band now. I belong to an a cappella band. He was in an a cappella band. He was in an a cappella band, or something.
Was in the boy band.
Or he was in the boy band. So I think it just came naturally to see how music can bring different people together. People of different, because the characters I haven't written them down yet, but they have them in my head. The characters are from different backgrounds. They have their different struggles, and everybody is just trying to. The unifying factor is music, yeah. And you have to see how they get when they are together singing. They're all equal. It's sort of an equalizer, yeah. So and then they are living their lives, having their struggles, and trying to make it big, basically. And then the Anglophone crisis is a reality.
Yeah.
So it sort of finds its ways in my stories. It did that with Oubliette. I was trying to tell the story, and then before I knew it, I was writing about the crisis. I was like, wait, how did this happen? But yeah.
So I mean, the way they described it when I read on the website, they said blend politics and music.
Yeah.
That's what the whole book is going to be about. Now, looking at our scenario now with artists who went to Yaoundé and did some kind of protest in school uniforms, blasting the fact that gunmen would just show up in school and kill kids, innocent children, and stuff like that. Like, how I'm trying to find out how you're going to merge music and such a tragedy like that, like to put killings and guns and weapons and all those kind of things and songs.
This is actually interesting. I hadn't. This is a good angle. I'll add it.
That's
I'll add it. This is a good angle. I'll add it when I'm writing. But yeah, I think everybody should be able to protest the way that they know how. I think nobody should be finger pointing or that person is not doing it the way that they are supposed to. I think do it the way that you can.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't undercut.
Yeah. Exactly. As long as it doesn't exactly. So you can just do what you're doing, and maybe my own way is by telling stories about it. And like maybe if you read it, you'll be like, oh, now I'm seeing it from a different perspective, and musicians have their own way. So I guess that's it for me.
Okay. Yana, do you have any questions for our dear Howard? Because the way you're looking at him, it seems like you're interested in his pocket more than his book.
I mean, what will I really ask this man now?
Like, how much is he going to give you?
John, no, he's not interested in.
Just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, so far you were telling us that when you came from Libya, you were telling us how you went to church and it's like they were giving you sign of like everybody.
He's now a star.
The star treatment.
There's a whole procession to really meet you and greet you. Now, like.
It was not a process. Oh my God!
But okay, yeah, I get what was it? but how are you finding this whole moment, right? How are you taking all of it in, and also what is it? What are you looking to do beyond just writing the book, right? How are you planning on using the platform in terms of elevating the literary scene? Because I know you will be doing work with Bakwa and other foreign magazines. So how are you going to use this platform to elevate the literary scene in Cameroon, and what are the intentions?
Well, I think it's overwhelming, first of all, because it wasn't planned and it just happened. I didn't know how Meh-Buh saw the news, but it was just everywhere. And then I didn't plan for that. I just knew he would write about it, Monique would write about it, a few people who understand it will write about it, and be like, oh, hey, like the way it happened with the shortlist in 2018, right? But then it blew out of proportion, as far as I'm concerned. And
BBC wrote about it too.
Yeah, BBC Pidgin. Yeah, so it's just like
everybody can understand.
Yeah, so I'm thinking the literary scene in Cameroon is very almost dormant. Bakwa is doing a fabulous job. Palapala used to be a good magazine as well, a very good magazine before they became defunct, sadly, and then Bakwa sprung up. So obviously, we're going to make reading and writing cool, yeah. So yeah, we'll try to find
books.
Yeah, we have an idea which we haven't really put out yet, but yeah, I hope that we can influence the reading culture as little as possible. We just hope to,
with Gongang Daniel and
Daniel and all of them. Zakashu, there are a lot of them. Kiacha. Monique, Chasa Kamga,
Really great. Any further questions for our Lord?
Yeah, not really a question, but an observation. He did not win a point.
Wait, what's your problem with Meh-Buh though? Right?
Yeah, because you see that then Meh-Buh is sending him. the message. I see a win point. You know, win a point. But no, it's just to say that I'm really proud. I'm looking forward. There is no doubt that this is going to be a great book.
Yeah.
You know, absolutely no doubt. And to me, I feel like this moment is something that Howard is very humble.
Yeah, he is.
So with him, everything is cool. Like if this happened to if it happened to me, it would be something else. So I don't get it why he's so humble about it. So I need to make sure that people know that it's a big deal. So yes, since that he cannot be bitchy. I'm here. Yeah, but I just want to say I'm very proud of him. And he's from a very, very, very talented family, as he said. I mean, Proxy wrote The Fisherman, co-wrote The Fisherman's Diary, but he too is a writer. It's just something that runs within the blood. And all of them. But the truth is, to me, the beyond all the award and everything, it was his mom's reaction.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that moment where you feel like everything you've worked for. The moment was like, I better not cut my heart. It was such a beautiful thing to see how proud they are. Because the people in the artistic industries, it's always difficult to have this moment. And sometimes parents feel like, because Howard is not an art student or he did not study creative writing, he taught himself creative writing. So he's self-taught, just like Proxy is self-taught. So sometimes parents feel like they spend so much resources in trying to get you somewhere, and then just when you are about making it big, you just make a complete 360 degrees, and then now they don't see the immediate thing that can come. And this moment is bad.
You know, my grandma told me something. I'm sorry to cut you. She was like,
"No, feel free to."
When I went to see her yesterday, she was like, "Now we are not say book fine." and my brother Newton, he was like, "You think she's joking? She means it. It's now like all that book. We're talking about masters in this, PhD in this. She was just looking at you like, when is the money coming? You know,
typical parent behavior. But congratulations once again. We are really happy for you, proud of you. Please, if you have never ever looked forward to reading a Cameroonian content ever, a book or even journal, whatever, please, for God's sake, wait for this book, because I know it's
and his writings will be found in Bakwa books. There's so many of them. Taxi drivers,
Libya to Lagos,
and all of those that you can find in the Bakwa books. Yeah.
So bakwabooks.com?
Yes, bakwabooks.com.
Bakwabooks.com. And so we want to follow you. We should follow you now on Instagram or social
Howard
media.
Maximus on Instagram, Howard B. Maximus on Twitter.
Our handle is phone.
And his WhatsApp number is?
Oh, my phone broke, by the way. My phone broke.
No Big people now, rich people, they don't have those kind of things. You know, they can just get an iPhone 12 or something. But congratulations. And please, those who follow him, it's worth it, right? It's worth it. So we look forward to reading that book. Follow him, read all his former books before you get to this point so that you can catch up, catch him if you can. And he's single. So please, for all the ladies looking at him now, he doesn't have any ring. Yeah. I'm his relationship counselor, so I'm putting him on the spot. But yeah, guys, please, I think this moment is just as long as it's just cultivate that reading habit in Cameroon, encourage it. If your child is into books, don't think that that's it. There's a future, and this future comes with financial benefits as well. So please, they can actually build you the house that you're building. This is the future right here. Yeah, the child is very interested. Please, let's just encourage us. This is to encourage us to read more, to put ourselves out there. It helps up here. So thank you very much. Thank you, Howard, for being here. Thank you, Ko, Yana. Until next time, guys, stay out of trouble.
Vegetable is brought to you by Nikki Hit Beauty Studio, Mountain Anton Koto, Buna Musa de Douala, and Prime 22 Bar and Restaurant, Bukwango, Booyah.